5 medical night shifts in a row. I am so tired right now. This is literally how I've been feeling the last few days. It is pitch black outside. Good morning everybody and welcome to today's vlog. It's actually no longer morning, it's about 1:30 p.m. I tried to stay in bed as late as possible today because I am on night shifts this week. Monday to Friday, 8:30 p.m. until 9 a.m. I have 5 night shifts in a row. And it's gonna be hell. Honestly, medical night shifts are absolutely brutal. They tend to be non-stop, kind of difficult to take breaks. I know by the end of this week I'm gonna be absolutely exhausted, but at the moment locum shifts are slim pickings. I kind of just have to take what I can get because there are barely any around at the moment. So I really just want to make today productive before I go to work tonight. I need to clean the house, I want to go out and get my groceries, do my meal prepping. That is everything we're going to get done today, and hopefully I will still have time this afternoon for a quick nap before I actually go for my shift. But yeah, welcome back and let's get into it. This is literally exactly how I've been feeling the last few days. How is it that in the space of an hour it's literally already dark outside? I just know that I'm going to be going to work in the dark tonight and then coming home in the dark in the morning, and it's going to suck. That is the worst part of night shifts in winter. But anyway, I ended up going through Aldi and Sainsbury's to get everything that I needed. Just quickly, I'm going to be making gluten-free sausage rolls as a little snack for nights. So I got 2 packs of veggie sausages, milk for coffees and stuff, spinach. The other thing that I'm going to make is like a stuffed sweet potato with chickpeas and hummus. So I got a couple of sweet potatoes for that. Obviously some chickpeas. I got some tahini, which I've actually never tried before, but I kind of want to make it into sort of like a sweet and savoury dressing for the sweet potatoes. I feel like that could be really nice. White onions, gluten-free pastry, hummus. I just got 1 of these vanilla Greek yogurts. I really wanted to get more because they're a nice little sweet snack on nights, but they only had the 1. I got some ginger shots, crackers, again a nice little snack, lemons. This one's kind of random, but I got the gluten-free version of Marmite. For some reason I've just been really craving some Marmite on toast, so I think I'm gonna have that as a little snack before my nap today. And then the last thing I got was this spicy onion crunch. I've run out of the chili onion crunch that I brought back from America from Trader Joe's, so I'm really hoping this is similar. Otherwise I'm gonna have to go back to the US. I think I'm gonna quickly meal prep now. I'm hoping it's not gonna take me that long because all I really need to do is prep the sausage rolls, chuck those in the oven, and then I just want to quickly make the chickpea spinach mixture for the sweet potatoes. So I'm hoping that'll take less than an hour, and then I really need to clean this house. I'm already running behind time. It's like 3 p.m. right now, and I was hoping to get a nap at like 4ish, and I don't think that's gonna happen. So I'm basically just gonna try and do all of this as quickly as possible. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Stop timer. This actually smells unreal. So I finished my meal prepping and I've just put together dinner for tonight because it's already 5 p.m. So we've got a baked sweet potato with some hummus, and then that pan-fried garlicky chickpea and spinach mixture that I made earlier. Honestly, I'm so excited to eat this. It's 7:15 and I actually did manage to get a nap in, which I'm so surprised about because I usually have quite a lot of trouble falling asleep pre-night shifts. I managed to get about an hour, and honestly I've woken up feeling so much worse than before the nap. Once I've woken up a little bit more, I'm hoping I feel better. I know that I needed the nap. It really does make a difference. So I've got about half an hour to get myself ready. Obviously I've already eaten and I did prepare the food that I'm going to take with me, so I don't really have that much to do. I'm not rushing hugely. So tired right now. Honestly, I know that the first night is usually the roughest, but last night was just so unbelievably busy, and it was one of those nights where everything was happening all at once. I couldn't do anything without my bleep going off. We had a couple of stroke calls, but it's currently 9:30. I am so ready to go to bed. I'm so excited. I'm gonna quickly shower, brush my teeth. I'm hoping to get a solid 6 hours sleep minimum. That's the goal. If I wake up before 3 p.m, I'm gonna be annoyed. Success. I literally slept for over 8 hours, and the only reason I woke up is because my alarm went off, which is actually kind of rare for me, especially on the first day of sleeping. I usually wake up way before my alarm. I knew that I was so unbelievably knackered. I definitely needed that sleep, and I feel so much better now. And I'm actually kind of grateful because a lot of my colleagues really struggle to sleep during the day on night shifts, but I can pretty much fall asleep anywhere at any time, and I love that about myself. So I'm gonna get up and make myself some dinner, and then I'll start getting ready for the shift. I do like to give myself a couple of hours, even though I could sleep for longer. I just want to have like almost a little bit of a leisurely morning routine. Otherwise I just feel like when I'm on night shifts I don't have any kind of life if it really is just sleeping, eating and working. So I like to give myself a couple of hours to just chill, do whatever I need to do really. I'm gonna make myself a coffee and then I'm gonna shower and get ready. It is pitch black outside. I never wake up with my alarm on nights. So I woke up like, what is that noise and where am I and what's going on? My brother's in-laws actually gifted me with this air fryer because they didn't really use it, and honestly it's my absolute dream and I cannot stop using it. So I'm gonna chuck my sweet potato in here to bake while I go shower and get ready, because I actually have a lot less time than I thought I did because I slept for so long. So let's get that going so that my dinner can be ready by the time I'm ready. I'd actually love a little bit of advice or people's opinions. What do you do on night shifts in terms of a skincare routine? Because mine is pretty much exactly the same, except during the day I use a moisturizer with SPF in it, and during the night I use a retinol. So what am I supposed to do when I'm working during the night? Because surely I don't need SPF during the night. I just find it so confusing. What am I supposed to be doing? So right now I'm doing my nighttime skincare routine just because it's already dark outside, so putting on retinol feels more right than putting on SPF. Honestly, it's something that I've wondered every time I have a night shift, and I've never looked it up. I probably should just Google it. If anybody knows, if anybody's in dermatology and can let me know, that'd be super helpful. It's now Thursday morning. Honestly, the last couple of nights have not been bad at all, especially in comparison to Monday night. The worst we've really had was a cardiac arrest over last night, but other than that, it's just been a lot of clerking. We're seeing a lot of respiratory illnesses now that the weather is getting colder. But honestly, it's not been bad at all, and I have a lot more energy than I expected to after my third night. So I'm gonna quickly pop into Sainsbury's before I head home because I have run out of food. I don't really like to meal prep more than 3 days in advance for myself just because I get so bored of food so quickly. I'm gonna grab some food from the shops, just something like quick and easy that I can rustle up for the next couple of days, and then it's gonna be straight to bed for me, because although I feel like I've got the energy, I'm pretty sure it's just adrenaline getting me through at this point. I really need to go get some sleep. Decided on burgers for dinner for the next couple of nights because honestly I don't really have the energy or the capacity to make anything any more extravagant than that. To be fair, it's a yummy dinner, I look forward to it, and it will keep me full for a fair amount of time. So I'm going to enjoy this. I've got about half an hour to just chill, watch some TV, and then I'm going to get ready and head off to work for night 4. Somehow I've made it to night number 5 in about 14 hours. I am gonna be so happy. Absolutely exhausted, but so happy to be done. Honestly, these nights haven't been so bad because I've had a really nice team. We've all gotten on really well together. That does make a huge difference. These are people I've literally never met before, and by the end of 4 nights, we're all really close. Like, nights do really bring a team together, and that's a really nice feeling. I feel so tired that my body doesn't even understand how tired I am anymore, which is kind of what nights do to you, I guess. It's a very unnatural thing to put people through. Obviously it's necessary because the hospital needs to continue to run, but it is a lot on the mind and the body. I don't know how people do only night shifts. Like, I know there are lots of nurses that will only work night shifts, and I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they have a life, because when I'm on nights, as you've seen, I pretty much just work, sleep, try and eat, try and stay hydrated, which is probably my biggest challenge, and I don't have time or the energy to do anything else, to be honest. Props to those people who actually work a lot of night shifts regularly. Personally, it's not my favourite, but in terms of the medicine, you do learn a lot. You get a lot more responsibility. You see a lot more interesting stuff. For some reason, the interesting stuff always comes in overnight. I remember when I was an F1 and F2 and I had medical students with me, I always encouraged them to join me on night shifts. They learn so much more. There's a little bit less like time pressure because you don't have a consultant waiting to then see the patient after you. It's definitely a really good learning experience, and I've seen some really interesting stuff this week. But anyway, it's about 7:30, so I'm just gonna finish getting ready, pack up my lunch, and head out for night shift number 5. Good morning, guys. It's 9:30 on Saturday morning, which means I've officially made it through 5 medical night shifts in a row. Quite frankly, I am shocked that I don't feel way more exhausted than I do right now, especially because last night was absolutely insane. Probably the busiest night of the whole week. The workload generally was just heavier, and then on top of that, we had so many stroke calls, probably like 10 query strokes throughout the night, and some of them coincided with medical emergency calls. So there were a couple of stroke calls that I had to deal with independently. And even as an F4, like it's my 4th year being a doctor, I noticed so much imposter syndrome sneaking into my mindset throughout the night. In actuality and rationally, I know that I'm competent enough to deal with that, and I also know that I do have a team to support me. I did have people that I could call. It's just crazy that something that I actually have experience with, I still felt I just wasn't good enough to do it. I would love to be a lot less hard on myself. It's something that I've been constantly working on for the last 3.5 years. I am at the shopping centre and I'm gonna spend my morning having a little gander. I don't actually have anything that I need or particularly want, but I need to keep myself awake, and shopping is, I mean, the best way to do that. I think I already explained this, but post night shifts I don't like to sleep because I will just completely mess up my sleep schedule. If I try to nap now, I know without a doubt, no matter how many alarms I set, I will accidentally sleep for like 6 hours straight, and then I won't be able to sleep tonight because I won't be tired. So I just keep myself awake, and then by about 7 p.m, if I'm feeling absolutely exhausted, which is kind of inevitable, I will let myself go to bed. And honestly, I usually have the absolute best sleep post nights. I need to stop rambling. Somehow I'm in a really chatty mood when I should be absolutely exhausted. I know this adrenaline is going to crash soon, so I need to take advantage of it and go shopping. Okay, I'd say that was a big success. I actually went into Kiko a couple of weeks ago looking for the perfect reddish brown lip combo, and honestly I thought I'd found it, but then when I came out the store I realised that it was more like a berry pink than a reddish brown, and I just don't think that suits me. So I went in to try again, and I think I found it this time. So I got the lip liner in shade 12, and then I got the lipstick in shade 6. I did try it on in the store and I thought it just worked so well, and then on top of it I layered a lip gloss that I already have, a really pretty reddish glittery one. So that was my little post-night's treat. It's currently about 12 p.m. I didn't actually end up shopping for that long. Like I said, I wasn't really looking for anything in particular, and Harry's parents are actually coming to visit us this afternoon, so I kind of just want to get home, clean myself up. I want a nice hot shower, just put myself back together and get ready for them to arrive. So I'm gonna do that and just hope that the tiredness doesn't hit me yet.